Hi, welcome again. This is a video to kind of kick off our health unit. We're doing a health unit for the next 2 weeks, all about tobacco. Tobacco is a substance that people use for different reasons, and it has a drug in it called nicotine. And the drug nicotine has a lot of risks and a lot of things that can negatively impact your health. And it's really important that we learn about this substance and the reasons why it's not good for you, right? When we make decisions about our health and just our life, we want to make sure that we're making educated decisions, and we want to make sure we're making decisions that are good for us. So when we are learning about tobacco, we are learning that it is harmful to you. There are short-term impacts of tobacco and long-term impacts of tobacco use that affects your health. So we're going to get into all of those things, but today we're just going to try to get a good understanding of what tobacco is and that drug inside it, nicotine, and what are some of the different ways people use it, and maybe even why. Because we got to understand those parts too. So I'm going to read through this page and help you out with a bit of the questions, and hopefully this is some good support for you as you work through lesson 1, all about tobacco. Tobacco is a plant that is grown all over the world. The world's largest producer of tobacco is China, followed by Brazil and India. This is a great picture showing what it looks like in the farm fields. In most cases, the leaves of the plant are pulled off the plant as they are ripened. In other cases, the stalk of the plant is cut off by a tobacco knife. The leaves of the tobacco plant, have a drug known as nicotine. Once the leaves are harvested, they are dried. In China, tobacco leaves are hung outside in the sun for 2 weeks. In other areas, the tobacco is hung in barns, and the leaves are dried over a period of 4 to 8 weeks. So the use of dried tobacco leaves. So if we think about our social studies, harvesting the tobacco leaves, that's a primary job, right? That's taking the raw resource from nature, from the farm fields, and then it's now going to be manufactured. And these would be secondary jobs, and it's going to be manufactured into the products that people can buy. So dried tobacco leaves are used for smoking in cigarettes, cigars, as well as pipes. The leaves can also be consumed as snuff, chewing tobacco, dipping tobacco, and snus. And some of these terms might be brand new to you. Some of them were even new to me. I didn't know some of these words. So this next section will help us get a better understanding, and the pictures on the back of this page. Types of tobacco-based products. As you have read, there are many uses of the dried tobacco leaves. Some of the products it can be used for are snuff, a smokeless tobacco that is made from ground tobacco leaves. It is inhaled or snuffed into the nose. Chewing tobacco, a type of smokeless tobacco product that is used by placing a portion of the tobacco between the cheek and gum or upper lip teeth, or the upper lip teeth, in chewing. Dipping tobacco, a finely ground or shredded moistened smokeless tobacco product. It is used by placing a pinch of the tobacco between the lip and the gum. Snus, this one I'd never heard of. A wet powder smokeless tobacco product that is placed in the upper lip for a period of time. Okay, so these are some of those different ways that you may use tobacco, maybe some ways that you've never even heard of. What happens when tobacco products are used? So when tobacco products are used, nicotine is taken in through the lungs and into the bloodstream. Remember that the leaves of the tobacco plant contain a drug known as nicotine. When tobacco is chewed or sniffed, nicotine is taken in by the barriers in the nose and the mouth. These barriers are known as membranes. It's the scientific name for them. A membrane is a barrier that allows some things to pass through but stops others. So when nicotine is found in the body by the brain, it will cause the brain to release a chemical known as dopamine, which is associated with pleasure or good feelings. This can cause a person to feel relaxed or stress-free. Who can purchase tobacco products? The purchase of tobacco products is limited to people who are 19 years of age or older. It is illegal to sell or give tobacco products to anyone younger than that age. The reason for the age limit is because of the impact that tobacco can have on the body, as you will learn later in our unit. Nicotine and other chemicals found in tobacco can cause diseases, including lung problems, heart problems, and some kinds of cancer. On top of this, nicotine is a drug and an addictive substance. An addictive substance means is a substance that you crave, that you could get hooked on and feel like you need. Addictive substances, if you use them regularly, your body gets used to using them. And just kind of like how your body tells you when you're hungry and thirsty, your body will start sending you signals that it's ready or it wants more of that addictive substance or drug that it's used to getting. And that's how people can become addicted to things. And maybe they are using something like cigarettes because their body is addicted to it and they may not even enjoy using them. And they know that they're not good for them, but they have a really hard time quitting because when they're not giving that substance to the body, once it becomes addicted, it could make you not feel great. So you might need some help or support to stop using an addictive substance. That's an important piece of information. All right, here's the organizer that you're going to fill out based on the information that you read in the reading. So where does tobacco come from? How are tobacco leaves dried? And what is the purpose of drying the leaves? What are some forms that dried tobacco leaves can be found in? So these are all straight from the reading. Where in the world is the most tobacco produced? You could give one answer, one country, or you could give the three that are listed. Just for your information, Ontario and other places in Canada do grow tobacco in farm fields. So we do grow it in our country as well. What is the legal age limit and why is there a legal age limit? Work your way through that graphic organizer and you'll be ready to move on to lesson number 2.